got to chill at home and lay down, and my girls are there, my boys is in Pensacola, so I got a little nod off time, and I ain't really had to do too much, and so I chilled, man.
Good.
Nephew spent, he spent the New Year's with us, man, and he had a good time, man. And my nephew learned a lot over the week when he was here, training and stuff. And I was asking him on the way back, driving him back, what was the biggest thing that he learned. And he was telling me, just being back in there with Mike and stuff, and just working hard, and not letting nobody outwork him, and don't take the hurt for pain, or don't take the pain for hurt. However he said it was, it's pretty dope how he said it. He's pretty young to be talking like he's talking. You forget sometimes that he's only like 14 or 15.
Right.
Well, 15 now, but you forget and you get lost in the conversation with him. But he was saying some stuff. He was like, "Man, well, Unc, I want to move up here with you." And I was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, okay."
But he was like, "Man, because in Pensacola, man, I'm just football wise, I'm just better than everybody else. I don't have to work as hard." And he was like, it's not a problem, with that, but here everybody's pushing you.
Right.
You got guys that is working just as hard as me, much harder. I'm throwing up the first 2 days, and that's not me, and I've never been pushed like that. So the last time he got pushed like this, was last time he was down here, and he was like 8. And I felt bad because it's like, man, I used to get him like every summer, and we used to train, and he used to go back in shape, and he used to go down there, and and just demolish people in Pensacola in Little League football. But just learning and listening to him, and my biggest thing for him was to get him away from everything, because he's in a house with grandma and mom and stuff like that, and so just get him away from his little girlfriend and everything.
Sure.
Being able to script him down for all that, because I told him if you make it to the next level, whether it's a big school or a small school, you can't take these folks with you. So that was my biggest thing I had to learn early, because I kept coming home every weekend when I went off to college. And so when my little league coach pointed it out to me, like, start coming back. I'm seeing you too much. And he got on to my tail. We was at the beach. I don't know, was it 4th of July weekend? And everybody was on the boardwalk or something like that. And Coach Palmer, I remember this like it was yesterday, said, "Man, start coming back here. I'm seeing you too much."
Wow.
And it was crazy because it was like, I had to really like, yeah, you're right. You're right, Coach. And this is my little league coach. I mean, telling me, he going to always be real with me, and always tell me, the wrong, the right, the do's and the bad, whether you want to hear it or not, he going to always shoot me straight. And so listening to that, man, the next time I came home might have been the bowl practice, right before bowl practice.
Okay.
So I had to, buckle down and, get to my studies and learn the plays, and, I changed up a lot, man. I didn't go out. I was, focused on, trying to play that freshman year. And it ended up happening.
Good.
Played as a freshman. And I was one of 3 that actually played that year. It was me, Nico Johnson, and Dre Kirkpatrick. He played. But other than that, man, it was just 3 of us who played, but like it was one of those things where I had to, I listened to a lot of stories with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith was listening to all his stories of him being at Florida. Guys always tell me, like, Emmitt didn't go out. He would tell folks, like, "Hey, I got a bigger plan.
Right.
Y'all can have it." And so that was my phrase. Like, y'all good.
I like
I'm gonna stay inside. I'm gonna get my books. I'm gonna study this playbook. And I learned some of that, a lot of that from Julio too, because I used to always ask Julio questions like, "How did you catch on so fast?" Because they was moving Julio around everywhere.
Right.
And he was just like, man, I had to just buckle down, stop going out, and, had to just focus and just learn the language and just study that playbook hard. So that's what I was trying to teach my nephew. That's why I was telling him, like, we didn't do that much this week as far as, going to Dave and Buster's or, going to...
Not a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe here and there, but you didn't do as much.
Yeah, stuff we really did was just like family stuff for real. Like,
okay.
We played Nintendo Switch. We played Uno. We,
right.
Did stuff like that. But far as like just excitement stuff, like I was making sure he got put to work and, bringing him up here and, he got to get comfortable with us and
Right.
talk behind a microphone and learn stuff like that, man. So that was a big plus for me to hear him say that he loved being in the studio. He loved those
Nice.
conversations. He was learning how to talk, and that's something that he want to kind of follow up on.
All right.
And start doing
Nice.
social media stuff. And he was telling me like, oh, you can call such and such from YouTube, and you can bring in these YouTubers or bring in these guys that that play and this and that, and talk to high school kids. And he was just he was excited. And so to me, it warmed my heart because it's like, okay, he did get something out of it.
Right.
Like he get it.
Good deal. That's awesome.
Like he get it.
Took a little nugget with him.
Yeah, he took a lot on him for real. Like he even said something about well, if TJ's doing this, and if Toa's doing this, I'm 4 years older than TJ.
I should be doing this.
Yeah, I'm 7 years older than Toa. Like
Yeah.
they shouldn't be able to do this. They're not having a problem with it, but I'm having a problem with it. So they let me know. So like and so just looking at it and listening to him, like he's maturing at such a young age, and that be almost the scary thing about it. Because man, everybody knows there's a lot of temptations out there, especially when you're the man on campus and you're the man of the school, and you're just to talk around town. It's a lot. I've been through it. I went through it, and
Come out of the woodwork and always trying to, get you to do something.
yeah. And he got to meet Reggie. He got to learn from Reggie. Man, he been looking up Reggie ever since, because he didn't realize who Reggie was.
Okay.
So Reggie just umped to him for real. That's how he talking to him, but he didn't realize it was Reggie Ragland. He didn't. And when he finally realized, he's like, oh, that's who that is. Okay, oh, why you ain't tell me who?
I told you, but
thought
it
you
just
knew.
didn't register.
Yeah. But he didn't really know my story, like far as like I didn't get to walk for 2 years. I didn't get to play football for 2 years.
Right.
He didn't really get that until he got here, and he just thought I played all 4 years of high school, and he didn't know the story. And I would just tell him, like, because he was asking me, does it count to play on varsity all 4 years? And I would just let him know, like, man, you got a good 2 years. And I said, man, whatever you do, you just got to go out there and just be spectacular. You got to be rare. You got to do something that's going to catch everybody's eye. Mm-hmm. You got to train like it's no tomorrow, like you really do, because if you don't, you're going to get ate up. I said, I didn't really know how good I was until I got out of Pensacola, because I never played in a playoff game. Like I played in the All-American game. That was when I really found out.
Okay.
When I played an All-American game, and they named me as a starting running back, but I only touched the ball one time in that game, because we had Matt Barkley, and we had all these great receivers and stuff like that. And
right.
We threw the ball every play except for that one. The first play of the drive, and I think I ran. Who was it? What is his name? He was a linebacker from Florida. He went to the Bears. I can't remember his name right now. He's going to eat me up. But I ended up running him over on the first play of the game.
You're not talking about Urlacher, are you? No?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
But this is an All-American game, and it was the second Under Armour All-American game. But, I mean, we had a lot of guys there. I mean, we had Matt Barkley. We had Galbert. This with Tampa Bay right
Gabbert.
now.
Blaine Gabbert?
Blaine.
Yeah.
We had Blaine. We had Andre Dubose. We had Manati Te'o. He was on every tackle. He was on our team. He was on every tackle. Like, Manati was a man-child in high school. Like, we had Chris Carter's son. Like, man, we had a squad. Like, that All-American game was crazy. But, man, it was nothing but love, man. But, oh, yeah, we got another caller calling in, man. Old Blake calling in, man. He finna get ready to call in. Unc say he at the door. Yes, sir.
I'll go get him.
So it's gonna be a good show tonight, man. We got a lot to get into, because it's definitely been a crazy weekend.
Yes, it has. And actually, when we get back, I've been hanging on to a question since last week. I've been wanting to ask you that someone asked me. So if we can get that on when we come back from break, that way then we can lead into everything else.
Oh yeah,
because I know this one's going to take a minute to.
Man,
just got a lot to digest.
Man, I can't wait.
I know.
I can't wait, man. Somebody tick me off, man. I'm gonna just say this, man. Prayers up to the young fella, man, from the Bills, man. Praying for him and his family. It's a crazy situation, man, but people don't realize we're human.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. We're human. But we're going to jump into that when we get back. I know you got a question. Is getting ready to come in. Reggie fit get ready to come in. Blake calling in. He's going to be on too. So,
because I know with that, that young man, we can do a lot with that one. Yeah. I know that one's going to be. That's going to take up a lot.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. We got the hometown heroes for the second hour too. So, FunnyMaine, Mike, everybody's going to be in tonight. So it's going to be a great show, man. And make sure y'all go by walk-ons. I had a great meal over there today, man. Walk-ons, man. There's one in Hoover and there's one off there. There's one off 280.
Over in Tattersall.
Yeah, man. It's a great restaurant, man. Food delicious.
Yes, it is.
It is delicious. Got Miss Lisa walking in. She's strolling in here. She got her tea with her. Got with a new suitcase over there. See, you been messing now. Anybody ask you all that?
Hello.
So when we get back, man, we're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break. We got some bills to pay. And we'll be right back with the ropes with TR3.
Live from AVX Studios in downtown Birmingham, The Ropes with TR3.
Welcome back. We are back with the roast with TR3, man, and we do have the one and only Antonio Slickum Langham in the studio. What's going on?
Drum roll, please.
And you do have via phone Blake Six Sims. 2-time.
What it do, love?
Hey, Blake.
What it do, love?
What up, nephew? What's happening?
What it do, baby?
I don't know it, man.
I gotta come at you like an OG. I can't hit you with that. I can't hit you with that phrase. I gotta say, what up, OG?
You could be in a bad
What
mood
up,
all day.
South Five?
You just hear him and just start laughing.
I don't know it, baby. Tell me something, Five. What's happening with you, man? What you got going on in Georgia, man?
Man, hold on. I'm gonna ask you, Kelly. Let me holler at Big Bro real quick. What up, Big Bro?
You already know.
Yeah. How everybody doing over there?
Everybody good, man. Just going into the
yeah. OG, man.
You know our girl over, she got our camera up over here fixing her hands.
Get my ponytail together. Look kind of crooked, looking like
Lisa
Sideshow Bob.
No,
you look good, baby. You know. Before I start getting in them lights, I like that side ponytail. OG, what's up, baby?
Not the
let me
palm
ask you a
tree.
question, man. I'm doing good, man. My birthday tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Happy birthday.
You gonna put on for the I'm like, Jeezy, you gonna put on for the city?
Man, you know it, man. You know I'm in that city. I'm in the dirty.
Put on for the city, man. Put on.
Come on, man. You know, I'm over here on my balcony right now. I feel like the city feel like it's my birthday.
Hey,
man.
You
can just feel it.
Like Jesus, Drake Patron out the bottle almost killed the thug.
Come on, man.
How you gonna hear tomorrow?
When I was riding through the city on the way home, man, I thought Big Meese done hit the ground, man.
Larry Hoover, whipping work.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Ain't he good all the time?
One nation.
you gonna hear tomorrow. I mean, at 12 o'clock. I ain't gonna say tomorrow. At 12 o'clock, all you gonna hear 21. What you do? Do your thing.
Savage.
There goes Smitty.
But you gonna hit up tomorrow, nephew, for that big birthday, man.
Man, tomorrow I gotta work, man. So I'm gonna just keep it cool, man. I'm gonna play me some slow jams. Little Isaac Brothers, you feel me?
Okay.
Little Marvin Gaye.
Who believe it?
Al Green.
Nobody.
Get enough.
Come on,
hey, man.
and I'm gonna just two-step.
Hey man, get you enough in you, then you can do the yam challenge. Can I get to the
No,
yam?
I ain't got that now.
Sweet
I ain't got
yam. I got bills too.
Y'all show it out, man. Y'all show it out.
I promise, if I see the real on you doing some yam challenges.
I ain't gonna lie to you, nephew. You do the yam challenge, I can handle that. Just don't let me see you doing the cuff it challenge. Now, then we got a problem, dog. Please don't do that. Please. I'm cuffed out now, man. If I see one more cuff it challenge, I'm out of there.
Blake gonna be,
we
gonna mess up the night.
Spanky got on him last week about that.
Hey, I'm gonna say no, 6, no, nephew, not that, cuz.
Oh man, how your New Year was, Blake, man? What you did for your New Year?
New Year's was good, man. The only crazy thing I seen was the fact of all I seen, man, was that play against Georgia, the last second play of the kick.
Yeah.
Man, it was just crazy how it struck 12 o'clock, and right when it strikes 12 o'clock, that ball just veers to the left.
What that give you flashback?
I'm like, boy.
I mean, it was a lot of pressure on him at midnight, man.
Man, that's why I had nothing to say. As I said, boy, it was just boy.
That's a lot of pressure.
I'd have been in that situation.
It's just crazy though, cause like I don't know if y'all seen the video, but like the ball is dropping.
Yeah.
And it's like he goes 3, 2, 1. The kicker kicks the ball, and as he's kicking it, it's lined up. And when it strikes 12 o'clock, it just veers to the left.
To the exact second.
The exact second, man. It's just crazy.
So you telling me the peach was dropping right at the time when he was kicking it? So you telling me the gravitational pull from the peach just snatched it down?
Look. I'm not from New Orleans, but it was something going on.
It sounds like to me, Blake might be a Georgia fan.
Come on, man. Hey, Alabama channel. Let's keep it roll tide.
But ain't nothing wrong with it, nephew. You can pull for the SEC. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I pull for the SEC, man, in those bowl games. Well, at least most.
Well, OG, when you talk like that, I gotta be all the way honest about it, then.
You said New Orleans. Who played in New Orleans, Blake?
No, I'm saying I'm not
he
from
was
New
trying
Orleans.
to make a point. He's not making.
Yeah, I'm not
trying
from
to
New
make a
Orleans.
point.
But it did. I'm not a Georgia. I don't know how to say this, but I'm just saying the way I need to say it. I'm all 100% Alabama to the core. You feel what I'm saying? I'm Alabama to the core, but I'm raised in Georgia. You feel me? Before I heard about Alabama, Georgia 45 minutes down the street.
He raised up on the board dogs, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I did. It did like you said,
it
SEC, man.
I was a Texas fan for a long time, man. They had my favorite player in the whole wide world, man. Old Ricky Williams and Vince Young, my favorite two players.
Now we can't vouch for that with you now, nephew. You from Pensacola, Florida. How you go all the way to Texas, man?
To Texas.
Yeah, all of them. You had Miami, you got Florida State, you got Florida.
I mean,
you
of
go
course
all the way
you
to
got to be a
Texas,
youth fan growing up.
He from Georgia, and
State.
he liked Georgia growing up. See, that's different.
He left the whole state.
Yeah, you left the whole state.
So
man.
this is what happened, though.
What had happened was
I started studying the backs, and Earl Campbell was the kicker for me.
Okay.
Earl Campbell, then Ricky Williams, then it was the Cedric Benson. I was real big fans of those guys. But when they had Vince Young there, like Vince Young changed the whole culture. Then after Vince Young, they ain't never been the same. So
That's true.
yeah, they didn't. They Colt was there, but we did the Colt, so
Right.
he still ain't been able to throw a ball. He's still in the league too.
Well, I wasn't a Bama fan when I was growing up. See, I'm from Town Creek. That antenna we had to turn on. It got 2 channels.
You got 3 on a good night.
Yeah, like 3 on a good night.
don't do that.
And we had the anthem that used to sign us off at night. After the wrestling went off, that was it, man.
The flag. With
Yeah, the flag. Yeah, that was it.
See,
You had to go out there and turn it till you leave the door open so they can tell you, right there, turn it just a little bit more to the right. Right there, don't move it. Right there. You come on back in.
You sound like my dad used to do that. He was stealing the neighbor's cable.
Yeah.
so it's crazy because Tonio wasn't the only one in the house though. It was Kerry Gould. It was all of them up in there. All his cousins in there that played at Bama.
Yeah.
So
I always
I'm
had that.
trying
I
to
was the
see-
youngest. So I always
I'm about to
had
say,
the,
who was
I always
the
had
one who had
the, I had the antenna turning out there. Man, go out there and turn that antenna to the left a little bit. Boy,
only
be
thing
stuck-
I can think of, Blank Man, when he was in there putting
Yeah,
the antenna
man.
together, he had to flush the toilet. Don't touch me.
My Alabama football I ain't even discussed in Town Creek. Man, y'all watching Bama play tonight? Who?
But it's crazy because growing up, man, I was a real big Florida State. I mean, the Miami, and you had Florida. I mean, Florida, I couldn't get away from there because of Emmitt Smith. Florida State because of Derrick Brooks. Miami because Miami was the U, so you couldn't get away from that. But my favorite school and favorite players came from Texas. Like that doggone Vince Young. Like, if you look at his highlight tape in college, man, even the one for high school, but the one in college, man, that thing unbelievable, man. Like, he even had my favorite little song, There Goes My Hero. Watch him as he go. Varsity Blues, baby. See, you looking crazy. She don't know nothing about that Varsity Blues. She don't know nothing about that Varsity Blues.
Not a clue.
That
Sorry.
Vince Young was
Florida
a dog,
man. She ain't know nothing about number Jam Pony then.
Peanut butter jelly. Look at her.
Ooh, Lord,
Look at
Jam
her.
Pony Express. Get loose now. To the left, to the right. Right out now, right. Jam Pony. Jam Pony. Jam Pony.
Interrupt the song. Come in
Yeah,
between.
yeah. You won't never.
You can't even hear the whole song.
Yeah,
You just
man.
Jump in.
Jam Pony works in Kid Capri.
Oh,
Kid
my
Capri gonna
God.
give you a 2-second snippet of every song.
It was so annoying.
I don't know how Kid Capri do a party because he run out of music.
Yep. And right when
Early.
you get into one song, they switch it to
Yeah.
another song.
There you go.
There go the
my
music.
hero.
Or the music.
There go my hero. Watch him as he goes.
My little nephew pretty quick over there on them keyboards. You mentioned the song, he pull it right on up.
Oh,
man.
Smitty don't
Yeah,
play.
yo, Smitty don't play, baby.
You do not
You know
play.
what Smitty telling me? It's time
Commercial.
for a break.
Commercial.
It's
Commercial.
we're going to take a quick break, man. Hey, y'all think about Eggers on this break, man, because they had a great tray for me, man. They had a strawberry cake, all that, man. So
Where is it?
it's gone.
Good
Wait a
question.
minute.
I'm
Wait a
waiting on
minute.
this.
Hold on.
Gone.
Wait a minute. Wait a
I'm
minute.
waiting on
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's gonna be. I had a personal one, but the one we got coming next Tuesday.
Okay.
Woo.
Oh.
Everybody say he won't bring us snacks from Eggers, but he brings snakes and dogs and rats and bears and stuff in here. Won't he?
Gators.
Hey, y'all playing? I had one of them rats in the car. I'm gonna bring it up in here. I knew I ain't want Lisa to
rat?
be running. You gotta feed the snake when I get home.
Oh.
The girls done called me 3 times. Dad, don't forget to get Zaydion
The little mice.
something to eat.
The little
Wait,
mice,
wait,
right?
wait, what's the snake name again?
Veerda named him Zadion or something like that.
Zadion.
Something like that.
That's worse than my granddaughter's naming their female hamster Phil. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you could tell if it's a hamster is a male or boy.
You can.
You gotta go to break. You asked me to keep rumbling that paper now.
Oh, did he crumble the paper?
Yeah, you heard him crumbling the paper now.
We're going to take this break, man. We're going to be right back, man, with the Ropes with TR3.
For me, I think it's really been the leadership. Growing up, being far away from home, I had to grow up really quickly. My freshman year, I was able to be around such a great team with such great leaders. Obviously, being around Mac, being around Smitty, Dub, everyone that was on that team, and being able to learn that and learn how to lead, what it takes to be successful at this level, and what it means to play quarterback and to carry yourself like one. I think that's really the biggest growth and development I've had here in college. Off the field, I think it's just growing in my faith. Again, it was. I left home. I was very far away from where I was at. It was very uncomfortable. At first, and especially when the pandemic hit, it was an uncertain time. There was a lot that was up in the air. But having to be far away,
Welcome back with the Ropes with TR3, and we do have in studio Antonio Slickum Langham, and we have Miss Lisa over there on the ones and twos, and we have Chris over here on the ones and twos, and we do have Super Bowl winner, two-time national championship, Reggie Ragland.
Hello, Reggie.
What's happening with y'all?
Either just waking up, maybe that cold weather in the land got it. One of the two now.
Land.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that land.
Yeah, man, just...
That wind cut a little different in the land, man.
Yeah, man, but I ain't gonna lie to you, these last 24 hours, I ain't been right, though.
Yeah.
So, man, because, DeMar, man, it's like my little brother, so we still don't know what's going on with him, so that's just a tough situation for me right now.
Yeah.
Because that play was so
you
simple,
get it,
man, that can happen to anybody.
Yeah, you right about that, man. Before we even get into that, I know, Chris, you had a question because I know we're gonna get into that. We're gonna definitely get into tomorrow, man.
Well, I guess now, not just pointed towards you, but Antonio and even Reggie can answer it,
and Blake on there too.
And Blake, before you considered Alabama, were you aware of the rivalry between Alabama and Auburn?
I was aware of it, but I didn't know
how deep it was.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I don't think if you're from a different state, you don't really know how deep that rivalry is until you in pocket, until you're in school, until you get there. Because I'm like, I've always heard about it. Everybody heard about it. That's just like if somebody say something about Classic Weekend. Like, I've heard about it, but I ain't know how big it was.
Right.
But
after you first experienced it, first big game, Alabama-Auburn.
Oh, I couldn't stand Auburn. Couldn't stand them after that. And it's just something that it just ingrained in you, bro. Like, when you get here, like, hey, that's it, and it's like that with Tennessee too. But Auburn is just, we got to be the state. Like, we're the state over here in Tuscaloosa. That's just what it is, man. And I don't know how it is for you, but
I'll just tell y'all we didn't get 2 channels in Town Creek.
So I gotta tell y'all one more time.
We didn't get 2 or 3 channels in Town Creek. I ain't know nothing about no Iron Bowl rivalry, man. It was Hazelwood football on Friday night and Hazelwood Little League football on Saturday. We wasn't thinking about
that was it.
I ain't know about no Iron Bowl.
Yeah, we didn't know nothing about no Iron Bowl.
I knew about Georgia and Auburn playing each other like that, but
I didn't know how serious it was till I got here.
Yeah, but that's
definitely different.
I'm gonna look.
Nah, I definitely knew about it. growing up as a kid. Like everybody wanted to go to Alabama or Auburn, like where I grew up. And for me to go to Alabama, knowing about the rivalry and all that, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna go to Auburn on y'all. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
At least you ain't get a tattoo like Rube.
What tattoo?
No, Rube got a tattoo of Auburn on his.
He got a tattoo of Auburn, but he went to Auburn High School. That's different.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. I was about to say, is it?
Well, you smell like outside.
Don't do that. Don't do that baby like that.
He just came from outside playing at the park.
I know. My mommy said it smell like hot dirt.
I don't know what hot dirt smell like.
Is that a saying? Hey, is that a saying or a remedy?
That was a saying. That'd be mud. That'd be some mud with the remedy. Yeah.
Rub some dirt on it.
Man, I know Reggie, man, young fella last night, man. I know y'all was real close. I know, I know you got to play with him a little bit when you was with Buffalo, right?
No, I never got to play with him. He's younger, but like I met him on a trip I went on this past year. It was so random. And when I met him, man, we instantly locked in, man. And he was instantly like little bro after that. So, and it was crazy. I was just talking to him a couple of days ago about the off season and us trying to throw a little party or something, just to get all the fellas around, good vibe, man. Like his energy is, man, he has great energy, and he's mature for his age. He's only 24. He understands a lot, about life and all that. Too, so, smart kid, man, very smart, but an even better person. So, it's just tough, man. Cause I remember Jeff Gladley that died in a car accident right before the season. They played in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with they whole little crew, like him, Jamar, Jalen Rager, Miles Sanders that play running back for the Eagles. So all them was at my house watching. I forgot what fight we was watching during the summer. It was somebody, but I had Michelle come over cook food, and they was all in town. And then got to meet Jeff, and the next day, come to find out Jeff died in a car accident. So that's real tough on all them because everybody they just lost Jeff in their group, and I just met Jeff the day before he died. But I've been knowing Jalen and like Miles for a little minute now, and man, I'm really more so sad for them because they all close in their group, and for that to happen, man, that's just sad, bro. Cause I was watching the game, but I was on the phone. But I had the TV on mute, and I'm like, who is on the ground? And I didn't know, and then man, my best friend, her mama called me, and her mama said, "Man, that's y'all friend tomorrow." I'm like, what? Then I looked it up, and then I seen the hit. I'm like, man. But so he made the tackle, but he didn't have his mouthpiece in. That's what everybody was trying to wonder, and he bit his tongue. And his tongue either swelled up or he swallowed his tongue, but his throat filled up with blood, and he couldn't breathe, and they had to resuscitate him 3 times on the field before he got stable.
Because they postponing the Pro Football Hall of Fame announcement too because of what happened.
So that
nobody give a damn about no football right now.
Nope.
That's the last thing
that caused him going to cardiac arrest.
I thought.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
was
that
thinking
chest hit.
Maybe some kind of way with the impact of the blow from the tackle hit him in the chest or something. But they say he went to cardiac arrest.
Yeah, because I was talking to a couple doctors today. They were saying something about a lot of baseball players get that when they get hit with a baseball in their chest.
Hit it at the right time, it will stop it like that.
And so, oh man, that's crazy, man. This young fella, man, ain't nothing but 24.
But I will say that I ain't made a good job. I will say this: the NFL did a great job of postponing it. You those guys, that game would have been the worst game you ever seen in your life from that point on, because everybody was too distraught to be able to go back out there and strap it up and play for whatever the cause may be. And I think that the NFL, NFLPA, and everybody working together did a great job of saying, nah, man, these guys not in their right mind now to be able to go out here and finish up a football game. So let's just postpone it and send them home if we can't figure out how to pick it up from where it is right now. Just figure out how to set it up as far as the playoffs are concerned and keep pushing. But I commend them for stepping in and doing what they had to do and postponing the game. I respect Zach Taylor a lot, the head coach of Cincinnati, because he went to Sean McDermott and they had a conversation. And pretty much he was saying, we done. Let's just shut this down, man. And Sean McDermott was on board with it. And I understand for them it's hard. We had to fly in from Buffalo and, the game and all the implications behind it. But all that gets trumped when you got a brother. This part of this brotherhood is laying on that turf, man, and you got guys standing around in a circle watching, and you see CPR and AED machines and all this being poured out to try to bring the guy back. Life is more important than that game, man, and I commend them strongly for stepping in, man, and postponing.
And I can say this, besides being at the hospital, man, he was in the best place he could have been for that album.
Yeah. And for the players, it's a psychological thing. How are you going to go back to playing football after you see something like that? You know what I mean?
Because you got a bunch of guys crying and emotional. How,
very emotional.
Grown men, how you going to ask me to go out here and try to finish up a game?
It's just crazy, man, because, people don't realize, like, at the end of the day, we're human. And so people don't see, like, the grind, and see, what's behind the scenes. People get mad about fantasy points and all this other stuff, but at the same time, we take breath just like you take breath. Right. We got to get up in the morning just like you got to get up. Right. So people do need to be more sensitive to the fact of when you're talking about somebody, you're talking about somebody's son. You're talking about somebody who's risking their lives every play. People don't realize when people be like, "Hey, we'll die for this," but you're really out there. Every 4 seconds is dang near a car wreck. Is much more than that, as we see now too.
And when you hear guys say that, man, I love this game of football. I die for it. It's just a figure speech of me telling y'all how much I love this game and how much I want to play this game. But I'm literally not trying to down this field for the game. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is. Because at some point that happens, they're going to move on at some point. So we're not literally meaning it. We're just saying that this is how much I love the game. Yeah. But I ain't really trying to go out here and hit nobody. I ain't trying to down this field out here, but
ain't no way.
Because they do have anything to do but just replace you in a heartbeat. So,
but it's, man, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's nephew, that's somebody's child. Like, I don't even know if he got kids or not. But like looking at that, and as a parent too, and seeing how my boys are coming up into sports, into the sport that I played so dangerous. Like I ran dangerous. Like that's how I run a ball. Like I lived on the edge. Like I lived as a daredevil. And so seeing that, and even with you, Reggie, you hit. Like somebody told me this weekend, like, man, Reggie need a hug. Reggie hit Brian Robinson across the middle. And that's B-side 5, but at the same time, he on the field, so he got to get hit. And the way he hit Brian this weekend, it was like, man, call Reggie and tell him he need a hug. Like, he hit hard. Like, he...
Homeboy, my nephew from North Alabama, man, we don't pull up like that, cuz. And we pull up on you, we pull it up on you, cuz.
I'm waiting for Smitty.
Hey, in the words of Mike Irvin, you better get all you can to eat dirt before I get there.
man, when you sit there and look at what we do as gladiators, and, you know, as these people make us out to be, you know, we are gladiators. We get it, but at the same time, man, like if you cut us, we gonna bleed. Like we ain't, you know,
You're not invincible.
Our skin thick, but it ain't thick like that. Like. Yeah. And shoot, we get turf burns, we get all that, but you know, at this level, this magnitude of what this kid is going through, man, like as a parent, I couldn't imagine, and I don't want to imagine it, but as a parent, like my baby on that ground in that ambulance, like, and I've never thought about it to that magnitude as I'm risking my life every play. But it's a lot of times, you know, I say to myself, like, man, like I've always done this for somebody else. Like, you know, when it comes to me, like I've never really had a chance to play for me. And so that becomes a difference too, because at the same time, as if you're injured, you're pushing to come back because, man, I got to do this for my family. I got to do this for, you know, for this person or that person. You don't even really think about you, or you don't think about, you know, us in the situation that's actually in the game, you know, running these 110s, getting hit, getting shots taken at them, you know, having to take shots. I mean, I played 12 weeks with broken ribs, so like I get it. Like I done seen guys cough up blood and all this other stuff. So it was, you know, to see that last night, man, it just brought back a whole bunch of memories. And this one right here, that I don't think the world would ever, ever be able to heal from that. You know, as far as a football fan or a football, you know, sports analyst. I just don't think people take it serious enough that they don't see that, hey, man, like we are human. I got to keep saying that because that kid is fighting for his life right now.
Well, they taking it serious now.
Yeah,
If you're starting to watch, man, starting from Little League, high school, and up to college, especially Little League and high school, it's so many parents now, man, that are reconsidering.
Yeah.
Even letting their kids play or come out there and engage. And last night didn't help.
No, last night is going to double down.
Yeah, last night didn't help. Now you're going to really have parents out there second guessing. You're going to have parents out there giving them a basketball or a baseball bat or giving them a golf club. But football is just, and it started from, you know, the concussion stuff, concussion lawsuits, and CTE stuff. Now it rose into this. It happened last night, and, you know.
And what's crazy, people think you get more concussions in football. You get more in soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anytime, man, you get your brain shook up, or you can get hit so hard to where you bite your tongue or swallow, you know, you swallow your tongue, or, you know, you can't breathe, like you in a brutal sport. Like, and we in the most physical sport it is. I mean, rugby pretty, you know, physical too, but ain't nothing like football.
But I'm with my nephew, my home, but imagine how many people, man, walk around every day, trip over, crack on the concrete, fall and hit their head out there, or trip over furniture, fall and hit their head, and got concussions, but don't realize they have concussions because nobody's really there to check them out. So you can't say that there's a ton of concussions in football because guys are running and making contact. Yeah, you're gonna get your brain, you're gonna get your head rattled, you know, a little bit playing football, but you probably have more concussions from people walking and tripping over furniture and falling and everything else than you playing football.
And when I say head shaking up, brain shaking, I meant boxing too.
Yeah.
And UFC fighting. Like, you got to be wired a little different to do.
Oh yeah, you got
them type of sports.
Dude, just think about hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey too, man. So, man, it's like it's a part of the game, but this is the part of the game
you
that
you snag a tooth in hockey.
Yeah. A lot of them. Yeah.
You bite your sandwich, you have a whole field goal off the bread when you come back. I ain't playing with Reggie.
But I really think, man, honestly, if we gonna really start getting concerned about sports, I know it takes away the whole idea of that gladiator fighting and boxing. But at some point, you might have to start putting headgears on these guys in boxing, man.
Yeah. I mean, you run up on
that still might not work.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you run up on somebody like that's a Mike Tyson / Roy Jones / Wilder, when they swinging, heavy hitters.
Yeah, you protected but so much.
It almost don't even matter for real.
I heard Wilder. I didn't see Wilder fight in person a couple times. Man, if you ain't never heard him and them gloves hitting somebody's face, it sound like wood hitting a wall. Bam! Bam! Ooh! Where's my pistol?
Man, this first hour went by so fast, man. We do got one of the originals, hometown heroes just walked in, man. Old FunnyMaine, man. I can't wait to, get in this conversation with him.
FunnyMaine don't fool us no more.
Who that, man? Reggie?
You know that, Reggie.
Oh, here he go, Reggie. I've been in here 5 seconds.
Black people.
Just be in 2 seconds, they're going to get you.
What?
Well, man, look, we got to take this quick break, man, and we're going to be right back with the ropes with TR3. We're going to have hometown heroes when we come back.
Live from AVX Studios in downtown Birmingham, The Ropes with TR3. The Ropes with TR3. Two-time national champion, 3-time All-American, 2011 SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Heisman Finalist, and Alabama's first Doak Walker Award winner with 49 touchdowns and 4,590 yards. Third pick of the 2012 NFL Draft to the Cleveland Browns. Also doing a stint with the Indianapolis Colts. Trent Richardson can do it all under the brightest lights, uniting legends of the game to show you the ropes. Train your body and mind with former Alabama wide receiver, 2009 national champion, Coach Mike McCoy. Develop a championship mentality with 2-time national champion, 2015 SEC Player of the Year, Super Bowl winner with the Chiefs, Reggie Ragland. Featuring King of the Stage, comedian legend Jermaine FunnyMaine Johnson, and 1992 national champion Antonio Langham. You are your way out. Live from AVX Studios in downtown Birmingham, The Ropes with TR3.
They got 85 awards on you, man. They come back. In 1992 national champion, Antonio Langham. No, he didn't win the Thorpe Award. No, he wasn't a 2-time All-American. Nope. He wasn't nothing. He just 92 national champion.
Let me break it down, man. Look, they owe me over here, y'all.
Oh, my
So
God.
listen, welcome back again to the Hometown Heroes.
That was funny.
They owe me over here,
People
man,
salty over here.
the intro, they had a lot of stats on me. Then they had
That's all I
the
got.
king of the stage.
Yeah, yours went on for a minute.
Yeah, man.
Then they had 1992 national championship.
1992 national champion.
He introduced
Antonio
Langham.
Langham.
He introduced Langham like, oh, and yeah.
Yeah, is that what it really sounds like? Oh yeah. By the way, we got the 1992 national champion Antonio Langham. Hey, he didn't win the Thorpe Award. Nah, he wasn't a 2-time All-American. Nah,
Man,
he
Reggie,
wasn't.
man, what wrong with these folks over here, Reggie?
Did they admit that?
Listen,
Give me no
It
problem.
sounds like Reggie wrote his own script, too, now.
Just take me out of there. Just say we can, and a host of other guys on the show today. Make me feel better that way. Just say, read you out, read Reg out, and the king of the stage, FunnyMaine, and the rest of the group. Just do it that way. I'd be cool with that, man.
Hey, I was happy with mine. I
Yeah,
know I ain't
yo,
had no football accolades.
You said, I'll take that.
Yeah, I might have 2 touchdowns. on the street corner.
But before we get back to all the stuff that happened last night,
Oh my
I got something funny, man. I need to ask you about, man.
Hold on. Because it's funny because when we first started the show, we started to do the intro. Like, it was so many stats on y'all, bro. And I was like,
He got mad.
no, because it was like, and we have your host, Trent Richardson.
He ain't saying nothing about me.
Like, they said,
So this is your fault.
no, listen, wait.
No.
Wait.
You went back
You went back
and
Nuh-uh. I ain't write nothing. I just said, man, I ain't had no stats on there. It was just like, in your host, Trent Richardson. It was everybody else's stats. And
He was like,
Man, it took 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes to
Yeah,
read.
it's
I
hard.
ain't know it was going to do all that.
I gotta be honest, bro. I told y'all I did not know you were our first Doak Walker Award winner. Cause we done had some running backs, bro.
Yeah.
Like Sean Alexander, Bobby Humphrey.
Yeah,
like
Bobby,
we've had
Bobby
some.
White. Yo, Bobby.
Yeah, Sherm, Derek
we're
Lassett.
going to have to change it up
believe
again.
And hit by a winner from Pensacola, Florida.
What you got in your head?
He rushed for 4,000 yards in Pensacola High School, whatever high school he went to. Then he went on to sign at the University of Alabama, where he became a 3-time All-American, a finalist for the Heisman. He jumped off the top of the press box and landed in the middle of the field. He parachuted in. He rode a boat in. He rode on a jet ski.
Not the boat.
He won a gold medal in the Olympics. And now, your first Doak Walker Award winner, ladies and gentlemen, Trent Richardson and the rest of the guys.
Oh, I'm glad Mike ain't in here yet.
And y'all.
Oh, I'm glad Mike ain't in here yet. Oh,
It was
man.
like Trent Richardson.
They didn't say Mike's name. Did they say Mike's name?
Yeah, they got him in there.
I didn't hear
Mike had to
what
go.
they did what they say. Mike McCoy,
National champion.
national champion, great trainer. Go see him.
Go see it.
Google him.
Google him.
Yeah, Google him.
We don't have no info on him, but Google him.
Oh,
He
man.
in the yellow pages.
Man, they got me over here sweating, laughing, man. I'm over here crying, man.
They ain't give anything on Blake.
Blake,
Blake was in there.
He
he's
on
coming
here
on
now.
board. Yeah, we're gonna make a new one.
Yeah, we're
Gonna make a new one.
gonna have to now.
Yeah, we're gonna make another intro.
Now get that same announcer guy. Now he fine.
the same
That
one.
sounds like
Yeah,
a Super
yeah.
Bowl
Oh, yeah.
intro. We just gotta give him a different script.
Yeah, we're gonna use
Yeah,
I want everybody to write it
means
in
only, that means only one person needs to get him to talk. Yeah.
So wrong with y'all, man.
He had that Jerome.
Oh, man.
Jerome in the aisle, down and down, watch him out.
Without a doubt.
Langham, you know I'm ready. You've been saying you had something for me since I walked in.
It's a serious question now.
Okay,
It's a really
absolutely.
serious question. I was rolling last night. Now I was cruising the block a little bit. I had to, I was just been in the corner too. I had the radio on.
Where you came from?
And I called the think tank.
Like, don't
Yes,
worry
sir.
about all that.
Yes,
Called
sir.
the think tank now, man.
Uh-huh.
And my question to you is,
Mm-hmm.
because you threw some stats out there that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Today, how do you feel about the no permit carry in the state of Alabama now?
I hate it. I think it's me personally. I think it's for one reason and one reason only, and I think it's gonna be one of them things we won't see till later on. I think
agree.
they're getting ready to fill up them new prisons they build.
I agree. I
And
agree.
that's the only thing I could see. I mean, shout out to all responsible gun owners everywhere, but I think they behind the scenes got some stats that show that young black guys are not responsible, and I think they're gonna target them. And I don't think that law is gonna work for them. That's my belief. Keep in mind, it's not just Birmingham. It's the entire state.
Yeah.
It's big city Birmingham, little towns, Centerville, Brent, Aliceville, wherever you at.
It's Alabama and Wells. It's another state too, Georgia.
Yeah. I think it's a few more. Tennessee, I believe. Oh yeah, and Illinois, because Chicago.
And you threw out a good point. And if you want to engage in that a little bit more, you was talking about how it was easy to be able to Google and find out the number of murders in Jefferson County,
Right.
but there were no stats for Shelby County.
Dude, I Googled it. I looked up Shelby County, Alabama homicide, Shelby County, Alabama crime, murders, nothing. For all we know, it could be a bloodbath over there.
Right.
It's not. It wasn't available online. I'm sure they got the stats somewhere, but it's not anywhere online. Now, of course, you look up Birmingham. Oh, here you go. They'll tell you to the T. I can tell you off top, it's 144 murders last year, 10 justified. But Shelby County, nothing.
And my next question,
yeah.
Why do you think is that you can't find anything on Shelby County?
Media influence by people who would benefit from it. So think about it. You got a lot of your state lawmakers that live over the mountain. I ain't going to name them by name, but they live over the mountain. So, of course, they want their cities and towns to be held in a good light. But if Birmingham is held in a bad light, that's good for them. Because like I said on the show yesterday, I'm thinking about moving. And I think that's ultimately what they would want. So, again, if you take 160,000 something people that live in Birmingham proper versus the 144 murders, the percentage is still like 0.0098%. So why we start the conversation with less than 1% and not the over 99% that ain't killing, that ain't doing nothing?
Welcome in, Coach Mike.
Did you hear your intro?
Man, there you go.
Guess how?
Hey, man.
He had a whole book when they introduced Trent.
Man.
My homeboy, my other nephew out of North Alabama, over there in Cleveland right now, had a heck of an intro. FunnyMaine, great intro. You and I, 1992 national champion Antonio Langham.
The Scrubs City.
National champion Mike McCoy. That was it.
It's cool.
I think they put both of y'all together.
Yeah,
they played or whatever.
Like I'm learning somebody like English. We were like a run-on sentence. Mike McCoy and Antonio Langham, national champion.
It's cool. It's cool. He still got to work out tomorrow.
See, there y'all go, man. Look, I got my workout stuff on now.
Oh, you in trouble,
you gonna make a comeback, man? You gonna play with the XFL, man, or the?
Hey, man.
Cause I know you ain't going back over there and play with those chihuahuas.
Nah, that's over with.
Cause I know you ain't going back over there and play with those chihuahuas over there.
That's over with, cuz. Nah, cuz. That's over with, cuz. I ain't going.
I know you ain't going back over there and play with those chihuahuas no more, man.
Got to be more careful.
Just got,
that wasn't a good experience down there?
Man, I mean, it was cool. But I ain't tell y'all I almost went to jail over there.
No, you didn't hear about that.
Driving around being American.
That piece of news was with the Shelby County murders. You never saw that.
Mike, he wasn't going to get back over here.
Man.
They won't come and get you.
Man, driving around being an American, bro.
Oh.
So y'all know I don't drink or nothing. So a couple of players that, I'm really one of the only ones really got a call with her for that's American. So they called me and was like, man, you can come get us from the club, whatever. So I went to go pick them up. I said, cool. But the police is watching us the whole time we leave the club. I'm really an Uber service driver.
El Policia. Yeah.
Yeah, that person. And so I'm sitting here. They put the address in, which is they don't really know how to put the address in.
Yeah.
To the big house where they were staying at, and so
the big house.
Yeah. So they had Americans staying in.
What kind of Django is this?
They had a real nice Airbnb.
Was on that nag.
He don't want to say it was a real nice Airbnb.
Right, that's what I was hitting at.
It was in Candyland.
Y'all crazy.
What you want to do? Burn the sheets? Burn the house down?
Pick your tomatoes.
I said, who's that?
Okay, keep the story going. He's showing video of the city that you were.
The city is
living in.
beautiful, bro. But I was going to the big house, so they had a couple houses for the Americans and some for the Mexicans that that played that wasn't from Chihuahua. Mm-hmm. So the bigger house, that's where we was going. So I was going there. And they send the wrong. They don't have the right address, and so it looked like we're going in a circle. So we're going to the right address now at this time, and so the whole time while you're there, it's really no lanes. It's no white chalk in between. It's no yellow chalk. Like
it's just a road.
It's just a road on the interstate, and so on top of that, so you just got to know how to drive. And so on top of that,
like
the police, I knew how to drive. Now. I was doing my thing. Baby. Now what happened is the police ride around with their lights on the whole time. So you don't know if somebody pulling you over or not. But this particular time, the lights was a little bit faster. I said, man, am I getting pulled over? And so it's stated now it's 5 Americans in the car. Mm-hmm. Now I'm in a minivan, bro. A Mercedes minivan. I'm in a minivan. They were clean. They were clean though. I'm in this minivan, and so they pull us over. And whatever he was saying, he was asking me, was I drinking?
Was he speaking in English or Spanish?
Nah, he's speaking in Spanish. Okay. So I pulled my Google app. So he said, have you been drinking? I said, I don't drink. I just picked somebody up from the club. Mm-hmm. All he know, I could have been an Uber service or something. Yeah. And so he said, can I give you a
breathalyzer?
And I said, cool. Because, I'm known for the past. I just woke up. So he hit me with the breathalyzer like 5 times.
Yeah, you just woke up. It probably said that thing.
And church breath.
Listen, I'm like one of them old women. I have mints beside me every time I around. One of them lifesavers around me. But look, he hit me with it like 5 times. He couldn't get it real. I'm like, bro, I don't drink. I don't, you're like, well, 0 times for drinking. I'm like, man, look, I don't drink. You're like, I got to take you to jail. I said, who? Now I'm speaking English, and I'm thinking I'm speaking Spanish at the same time. Cause I feel like he know what I'm saying. Yeah. Man, bro, you not finna take me no jail in Chihuahua on a Friday? No, bro. He said, I'm taking all of y'all to jail. Them folks shook me down, man. I called, I said, man, hold on. I hit Coach. I'm like, bro, what's going on? These folks messing with me? And Coach was like, what you mean? He was like, put him on the phone. He was like, well, we know you ain't been drinking. Because they know I don't drink. And it was like, you know what he want. I had to get that man some
paper. Off.
Oh, that's how I go over there.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's what I had to do.
Oh, yeah.
When you were down in Chihuahua?
I wasn't in Chihuahua, but I was down there in one of them places.
Yeah, I only go to the resorts when I went.
I went like, no, I was on the resort. We was just out. And, man, I thought I had to use the bathroom. So, I hit one behind them dumpsters. And the man see me. But like over there, okay, cool. Like they don't have public restrooms, so I wasn't finna pee on my damn self. So shoot, I want to hit behind the little dumpster, come from behind it. Man, buddy grabbed me.
Oh.
Threw me in the back of the car. 2 of them. See how big I was. So 2 of them had to get back to. Wait a minute, you going to the? You finna go to the police station for what? Man, I already knew what it was though. I
think I know what the problem. See, I done hung out in Homewood at some of the clubs with, my Spanish brothers and sisters, and I'm usually one of the tallest people in there. Just being real. So now if y'all big as you is and as big as Reggie is, y'all down there sticking out like 2 sore thumbs. Mm-hmm. They don't know what y'all are, because y'all probably the biggest humans they've ever seen.
Man, I messed around and got out there that first week and left my bag here.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Dressed in the Baby Gap clothes.
Bruh, no, I couldn't. So I had to get all team gear. And it was hard to get team gear because everybody's so small. Like, they ain't have nothing bigger than the size of leather shoe over there. They didn't have nothing bigger than a large. And clothes over there, bro. You know how, man, bro, I came home that next week, bro. Bro, I couldn't do it. Like, I had to come home and get my bag. And then to send the bag off, it was like $1,500.
Oh, no. Oh, they robbing.
Oh, yeah, they big robbing, man. Yeah, I know we got to take a quick break.
I be up in them Spanish clubs, and women be coming up to me. I said, yeah, I played ball for Bama in 92. I'm Antonio Langham. That in the one.
Oh, I thought you were over there crunking. I thought you would set it off to the right, man. Let's shut it off to the right.
Better not be nobody with no alligator.
Scott run the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame.
Oh, that was Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, Anderson.
Not Anderson. Scott Myers.
Yeah, Myers.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming in or not.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to get Scott. We're going to bring Scott in here. Hopefully he can come in. For the roast. For the roast with T. I'm saying, hometown heroes. My bad. We'll be right back. Hometown heroes. That was fat, man.
And starting at Pensacola with the
keep going. Don't stop. Keep going, man.
Keep on going.
oh no, it's too long. That's too long a script for Trent.
Oh, it sounded good though.
Yeah, it sounded real. I thought it was something that Smitty put together.
I used to be the I used to do announcing at Stillman. I used to do football and basketball game and the band.
Give us a little something real
No.
You just heard it.
But I'm gonna tell you what ruined it, bro. When I was online for Kappa, because I was the announcer, they used to make me do the announcer voice, and now I just hate it. I'm doing it. They be like, everything you say, you better say it in that announcer voice. I retired, bro.
Get
you, Rich.
that one.
Don't hit me.
I gotta work on that one. In now. No, I ain't got it yet.
I speak from the diaphragm, Trent. Yeah, stop trying to sound like somebody else. There you go.
See, that's what I thought it was.
He got the voice for it now.
That man got a golden voice.
You know you can't say that now, man.
Oh yeah, he got a trademark.
You
Will get sued.
We'll get sued now.
Oh yeah, he get paid big money too.
Yeah.
Nobody's fooling with him.
He probably got the sweetest job in the world besides Vanna White.
His brother is the dude that do it for the UFC.
Michael Buffer.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Oh yeah, yeah. They better carry that name.
Man, they stealing.
Is his last name Buffer?
Yeah.
Something Buffer.
He be doing backflips
and
stuff too, don't he?
Yeah, he the when you ain't
What you doing?
quite got the coins, you call the bro.
man, we want to know what we really working out for, man. You know?
I mean, I gotta. What you laughing at, Mike?
He want to call me slipping, right? You hear the laugh, don't you? You hear the laugh, don't you?
What you laughing at, man?
Hey man, y'all funny.
They just had the draft, XFL draft, but they getting ready to have it, right?
Oh man, listen, man. I just gotta, I
Trent
got
gonna be around some money now.
hey. Man, I got these little girls, man.
Don't put it on there,
man.
Don't put it on there.
Your
girl.
I'm waiting on that one day, man.
Nah, your girls, they your security. You remember that day they held me up at Protective Stadium?
What you trying to say, man? You trying to say Bo ain't the only one that can run?
If you got the call, XFL.
He already got the call.
USFL.
Man, that's why he working out.
Oh yeah.
That man just working out for the heck of it, just to be working out. Now, if you can do that,
Tell
not this kind of training with Mike he's doing
Mike,
now, man.
I just like working out, man. My son, my son motivate me, man.
We don't want to hear that. So
TJ ain't been there this week.
You don't be quiet.
Who ain't been there this week?
TJ ain't been here this last week either. Trent back in the lab, man.
Yeah.
Well, do he got the premium package
He
now?
said, "Don't call it a comeback." That's all I know.
Been here for years.
I've been in there now. I've been in there now.
Birmingham Stallion?
Hey, man. Listen, man.
I mean, we love some Stallions.
Hey.
Let me tell you a secret. Them boys 24, 25, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, get a Wilson, man.
Well, he just got through playing with Chihuahua. He was all right. He didn't get beat up too bad.
Hold on. How big you say them boys is over there?
Evidently, they don't go up to no bigger than a large. So he.
but the AAF, that was 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's only 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's long. That's a long time.
Wait till you tell us off air in private, and then I'm gonna tweet it. But I was wondering though, man, because I only missed 2 USFL games, bro. Not Stallions game. I'm talking about overall. I only missed 2. Like I was hooked, and then I saw a lot of the players up close. Bro, I met Turpin, that's with the Cowboys now. All these guys. We had a few guys staying in our rental property, man. Like they were playing some good ball out there.
That's why you ain't miss no game. You making money.
Oh yeah. And then I stay right down the street from the stadium.
Yeah, he's still in.
Shut up, Reggie.
Shut up, Reggie.
That's gonna be my new thing. Shut up, Reggie.
Shut up, Reggie.
Nephew, Reggie, is he coming back, man? Is something he ain't trying to tell us, man? I know he ain't going to Canada.
Hell no.
Let me tell you something. You already know he kind of got that pigeon toe bow leg.
Yeah.
That toast straight, you know what time it is.
That's right.
Hey, I as a fan, bro, I love to see it. I think that they're gonna instantly love you. It'd be just like when Bo came over, man. That was huge. Like the way the kids just.
He got some brewing now. That's all.
No,
I'm gonna say
AJ
this,
in
man.
St. Louis.
All these athletes, Mike over there training. Mike ain't just told you come over for the haircut. Dedicate till you come after hours. Come see. You just want to get in shape, dog. Come and see me after I get these kids out of here. You in the mix over there, man. You in the floor all the
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why Mike doing that. It's a publicity stunt.
Oh,
Oh, my eyes just got red.
Red.
Mike eyes just got red.
Red, you just rubbed the wrong way.
You struck a nerve, boy.
Everybody step back. Go ahead.
Mike,
Hey, everybody step back. It's your mic. It's your mic,
Mike, don't get me, Mike.
Hey, man.
I'm just messing with you.
No, man. I don't take too many pictures, man. Just know Trent working, man. He on this comeback.
No, I know Trent working. Man, let's make it. Like I said, he's not black people. He didn't take us 2 minutes.
I don't take a whole bunch of pictures.
When is the USFL draft this year? Nah, I tried to get you. See if you had it, if you knew the date, I was gonna.
They just had it.
Hey,
no, I think they had XFL.
Oh, XFL.
USFL.
But the thing is, though, he ain't finna get drafted. He got first class. He know he gone.
Man, listen, man, I don't know what y'all talking about, man.
Yeah, sure you
All
don't.
I'm gonna say is, don't hurt me when I come out there, Mike.
No, I ain't gonna do nothing to you, man. We're gonna get right, man.
No, you see how his voice changed on me. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, you in trouble, bro.
Nah, this all state,
man.
You in good hands.
Man, nephew learned a lot last week, man.
Oh yeah, they got the Memphis franchise back. You can't play for Memphis though, bro.
Man, hey,
can't do that.
It'll be right here in Birmingham, him and Bo.
Oh, he ain't gonna do it unless he in Birmingham.
Right.
Hey, one thing about it, he smart.
Come on, man. Think about the kids, man.
Him and Bo in that
that's
backfield.
all I'm gonna think.
Oh man.
Him and Bo in that backfield. Thunder and Lightning. Which one are you?
Which one? Which one I'm not?
No.
I mean, hey.
This was, if y'all did, but this be y'all first time playing together.
Let me ask you
as
this.
teammates.
Funny man, who started? No.
Ooh. But that's but they bring it.
Who got the most dog in them?
I think if you if you get inside the red zone, you got to go Bo.
What?
You gotta go big man. I consider you both speed and power, bro. So we ain't friends no more. This how it ends.
FunnyMaine, so you saying Bo no touchdown?
Listen,
I'm saying I'm going with the bigger frame inside the touchdown. Now Trent is power, but he's speed and he got the hand.
Hit him again, Mike.
Hey, look, man.
Okay, so let me tell y'all this.
listen.
Okay, let me tell y'all this. Now, the way the game is going now, in the red area, the smaller back is coming in, and they using the smaller back on angle route and wheels.
Hey, little man.
Little fella.
Hey,
little buddy.
Listen. I got one over here pointing at me.
Little man.
One calling me little man, one calling me little buddy.
Put your
hand down.
When the girls you had kids, you used to be over there. Hey, little man.
I'm like out of Florida. You the open the field, buddy, roll.
Hey, Trent.
Yeah.
You know how they was like you either got lightning or thunder. I'm gonna call you Alexander McQueen because they call him lightning. You know, Cars is my movie now.
That's what I was saying.
You know,
I was just saying I consider you with
I'm gonna call you
the
lightning.
hands and the speed. We know you got the power, bruh. Gee.
I mean,
But I'm thinking about runs like, the Ole Miss run, the national championship against Texas run. You was out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't a diss.
I mean, you can keep going.
I can.
I mean,
and as a fan, I
some
can.
power runs.
Yeah. Now,
I don't know. You can probably be second team.
Arkansas.
Wait.
You can probably be second team.
The run against Arkansas. The run against Arkansas. Most people say that was speed, but that was a lot of power.
Bo won the championship this year.
He did.
So Bo ain't going second straight now.
Oh snap!
Who's gonna start, Trent? Let's hear from you.
And his dreads longer in the back too.
Yeah.
See, now it's getting personal.
Yeah.
Listen,
can you be Star Bo out?
Listen. It is at this age, right? It's not even about that. But
what is it about?
What is you gonna coach him up or you gonna play?
Listen. Hey. I'm at this age I can do both.
You gonna put the helmet on? You gonna put headsets on? Which one?
Listen, at this age and the knowledge that I have of the game, and
you just getting the check. You just getting the check.
No.
So you saying Tom Brady?
No. Listen. No.
Like you bagging down on him, right?
Listen.
Come on.
It sounds like Tom Brady a better athlete than him.
Yeah, at 45. You know what I'm saying, man?
Listen, like you just said, Tom Brady, right? He the older cat in the room. But guess what? He gonna always be the man in the room.
Okay.
So everywhere Tom go,
so you ain't the man in the room. So you telling me
you just missed the whole metaphor.
Hold on. So you starting?
No.
What you mean?
That's the question. That's how we
got
know.
you.
Are you starting?
If we're playing together,
you start.
Are you starting?
You him.
What you mean?
Y'all missing the whole thing.
Him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all hadn't peeped what Trent is saying,
He just announced it.
No, I ain't announcing nothing.
He'll be playing for the Birmingham State. I'm breaking the news right now. You ain't fooling me.
I'm not fooling with y'all, man. Listen.
He ain't out there running around with Mike talking about keeping up with
we
TJ and his other son.
Get Bo on the phone, man. We got 30 minutes. Let's get Bo on the phone.
Listen, man. Bo, me and
Bo
Bo
on the
had a
phone
conversation about this, but we
See my point?
Conversation.
Yeah, we know y'all gonna compete. Y'all got podcasts on at the same time right now.
Oh,
y'all,
yeah, we gonna.
Y'all competing so much, man.
Nah. Both got a podcast on right now.
Yeah, they cross town.
At the same time, you got on one.
You think he don't
on
when he
Wednesday
do?
nights.
And you
think he don't when he do?
So you telling me Trent running second string? You train him to be second string?
Hey man, I don't train no second string guy.
I always know him to be a starter, man.
Last time I seen second string, and it really wasn't second string was my freshman year at Down.
Yep.
So are you the man of the dog?
What you mean? I'm a lion.
You a lap dog?
Dang, so you wait. You said 09. You wasn't really second string.
My freshman year. Yeah, that's the last time I was a second string.
They was playing.
Hey, but you said you wasn't really second string. We know who was starting. We know what trophy he got that year. Hey.
Like I said, my last year, not starting, but it really went. But my last year, my freshman year, but my sophomore year,
I like it.
What number were you drafted?
3.
Oh, okay. Overall or just the
overall?
Oh,
they traded up. But we gotta take a quick break.
All I'm saying, I'm not coming out of the.
That was in the script.
I'm not coming. Mike and I are not coming out there to watching FunnyMaine. If you hear me, gonna be on the bench.
Oh nah, man.
We call them chicken eaters.
Nah. Mike, you said something the other day, man. Baltimore picked me up knowing I had a
torn meniscus.
Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2023.
Man, I ain't fooling with you,
running
man.
back.
No, man, no.
Trent,
man,
what is Trent short? Trenton.
He's a Trent
Trenton, New Jersey, Richardson.
You said New Jersey.
He almost stuck a nerve though. He said the smaller back. I ain't really.
Hey man.
He said.
Hey little man.
I ain't never been inside the red zone and not scored.
We gotta go to break, man.
We gotta take a break.
We gotta take a break, Mike.
We'll be right back, man. On time heroes, man.
That's all I'm gonna say. Giddy up.
Man, Red, they gonna make me make a comeback, man. What's wrong with me? Man, we back, man, with the hometown heroes. Man. They trying to make me come out of it. I ain't gonna say retire.
What number Bo were? Was he 9? No, he was 25.
Bo went number 1.
Yeah.
Trent to get 2.
Yeah. Now Bo go back to 9. You can't be 6.
You gotta get
what the
hell?
Y'all can't be in the backfield with that.
Did you hear that? What the?
I'm just saying. If that's the case.
Take a shot.
The Stallions come.
I'm just saying, man. Yeah, USFL. It was league.
Yeah,
had they ducks in a row.
Yeah, that championship, man. They were live out there in Cleveland.
Can you imagine them setting that offense for me? The Stallions come out of this big back. They got 69 in the back.
Boy, y'all so crazy.
Man, Red. All with these people, man.
Y'all a different breed. I don't know where they got y'all from, man.
That'd be nice, man. I'd be excited for anything. What else is going on though, man? It feel like we just happy to see each other first time in the new year.
Yeah, man. I ain't seen y'all all year, man.
Yeah. Did y'all recover the incident from last night?
Oh man.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Well,
yeah.
Well, he was on 100% oxygen. Now it's down to 50%, according to his uncle.
Praise God.
That's good.
Amen. Yeah. Were you friends with him, Reggie? I know you still,
Man, that's my little bro. I before you got on, I did a whole little spiel, but man, that's a little bro there, man. Like y'all would really gravitate to him, man. Like he good people, like I was saying earlier, FunnyMaine, and I was just on the phone a couple of days ago. We was talking about the off season and everything else too, man. And like we always talk throughout the year. He always encouraged me to keep my head up about not being back in the league yet. And when I got back, he was one of the first ones to hit me up, congratulate me and everything, man. And like, man, he loved the game, man. Just sitting down, just talking to him. Like he very smart, So, man, he one of the ones, man. It's just like why always something happened to the good ones, Like everybody gravitates to. You never hear anything bad about him. He never has anything bad to say about anybody else, or anybody else has to say about him. And like you always wonder why something always happens to the good ones, And,
But it feels like something great about to come from this. Because even last night on Twitter, man, I've never, as a country, we've been fussing and at each other's head about politics and everything for a long time. It felt like 99+% everybody was just, wrapping their arms around this kid, feeling the way. We know about all the donations they got. I think it's over 4 million now. And man, it just feels like, we don't know why God choose, certain people for certain things, but it kind of feels like he's the right one for this situation, if I'm making sense. And it feels like it's going to be a testimony and a blessing for everybody when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
So you're right,
you
man.
Said something. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say you're right, man, because this is the only time I didn't seen in a long time everybody is down for one thing and one cause. As bad as it is, but like I haven't seen everybody speaking positive in a long time on Instagram, Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like that's good to see, but it's crazy for this to happen, for that to happen. But I'm glad it's happening. Like we all speaking positive to each other.
Well, it's the power of prayer, man. Anytime that you ain't got to be the most religious person in the world to understand the power of prayer. And immediately, man, it was just a shift. You know what I'm saying? And you can, like Rag said, you can tell he was a good man or is a good guy based on the emotions on everybody's face. Yeah, it was a traumatic, but you can tell that's their brother. And you can feel it. Anytime that you see guys tearing up, like that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Even regardless if you know him, you met him for a day or you've been knowing him for 4 years, that means something when, like Greg said, if you can't speak anything ill of this guy, if something happens like that, man, you can't do nothing but pray for him, man.
And then it was, that love was from both teams, both coaches, everybody in the stadium. They went down to the hospital. Man, they prayed live on ESPN today.
That's right.
Which is unheard of.
Right.
Because, people, everybody ain't Christian. You got Jewish, Muslim, but that's what it was today, man. This has struck a good nerve with everybody. And then you contrast it was a year to the day with the Antonio Brown leaving the field situation where, folks was like, he's that knucklehead, this, that. So I can't explain it, man. It's sad, but it's beautiful, if that makes sense.
He battle tested, man. God give it, to the toughest soldiers, man. So, he's not a stranger to this. Like you said, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a testimony. Can't have a test without a testimony.
Right?
No, because everybody praying hard, man. Because I just literally went to shaking yesterday. Mm-hmm. Like it's like I couldn't do nothing just thinking about my dog, man. Because he's a good dude. Like he's a good damn person. Like I can't say how I want to say it, but he's a good ass person, man. Mm-hmm. And you can't say that about a lot of guys, especially in that league. No. You know Trent, how some guys in the league, Antonio. You know how
I know too.
Mike,
I know.
Yeah, you can leave us off. You ain't gotta let us know.
Man, I said
I've been
name, man. Yeah, I said y'all name, but like y'all know y'all can't say that about a lot of guys in this league, man.
Yeah, I mean, because when you get to the league, it's literally guys clicked up, like.
Right.
And they be talking about each other and muns each other. When I first got to Cleveland, it was like, it wasn't a family. It was just a group of dudes that.
High school.
Yeah.
You see it in every industry. You see it in yours.
Absolutely.
It's the same.
Absolutely.
And it was just like, in between hallways, guys on the locker, they got their little crew that they with. Mm-hmm. Then they go their separate ways and be talking about each other, amongst each other. Like, that's how it was. And that's how the league is. I mean, it's not family oriented like that.
Right.
And one thing I learned about the NFL when I was there, it was, they speak the 3 L's, family, faith, football. But when they say family, they mean us in this building. Right. Like, that's what the owners mean, like us. Ain't too much family outside, like not your immediate family like this.
I can kind of get y'all played in it, so it's a gladiator league, man. Yeah. Like I imagine it ain't a bunch of emotions around there, whatever. Not like embracing folks and all that good stuff. So it's probably like war, all the time. Like you got to compete with your teammates. You got to compete with the other team. You probably got to be in the mode.
But I'm gonna tell you this though: all the teams that win, that I've been a part of, even with Kansas City, like it wasn't no individual. Like everybody loved everybody when I was in Kansas City. Don't get me wrong; it's some good dudes, but then it's always that one or two that throws everything off in the whole locker room. But when I was in Kansas City, man, we all hung out with each other. Offense, defense, man. When my birthday would come around, man, Travis, Frank Clark, Chris Jones, all them boys would come out, have a good time, buy me a bottle, just every time somebody did something, we'll show up. But I ain't gonna say what places I've been to the last few years.
Yeah.
It's only a handful you can pick from, but if Cats did something, you wouldn't come out and support it.
But it's almost like we could see it, not only because of the winning, but we could just tell when dudes genuinely having fun with each other. And I mean, y'all went all the way, to the top. I kind of see that with the Eagles this year.
Yeah. You could tell that they having fun and they enjoy each other.
Exactly. We had, I'm a Saints fan. We had a few teams like that, we went far. They celebrate together. I ain't seen that.
So let me ask you this. I see we're kind of shifting gears. Mm-hmm. How do you build team culture?
Yeah, you got to have a guy that's willing to – you got to have a chameleon in the locker room in the field.
Meaning what?
You got to be able to blend in and talk to everybody, because everybody don't talk to everybody. Everybody can't understand everybody where they come through or where they come from.
So how do you choose him? Does he have to be the superstar?
Like I'm gonna me personally, if anybody will tell you when I was in Kansas City, I could affect that whole locker room by myself.
But you're a dog, though. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm being funny.
But But me personally, I feel like I'm a good person, and I genuinely care about everybody, and I genuinely talk to everybody in the locker room, from the kickers to all the way to Pat to everybody. Like Dustin Colquitt went to Tennessee. He was he was a second round punter. What else punter going second round? Man, but he was one of the coolest people I ever been around. Derek Johnson, one of the coolest dudes I ever been around. Tyrann Mathieu, one of the coolest dudes I ever been around.
So let me ask you this.
Tamba Ali, old ass. One of the coolest I ever been around.
But I'm asking you from a standpoint where you got these, we got fans that are listening, or you got kids that are on teams. The people that you're naming, they're household names. They're all familiar.
He's asking you from a place
me personally, I was taught leadership to me is understanding everybody around you. If you call yourself a leader, you got to at least know one thing about your teammates to get them to click during a game, or you just be able to have a conversation or anything. I could tell you about Tim Williams, that played with me at Alabama. I could tell you about Landon Collins. I could tell you about Anthony Steen, that played offensive line when I was a freshman. I could tell you about our spending time with him, right? Just talking to him. It takes 5 minutes just to talk.
Yeah, and I think Mike trying to ask you from a point to where, like you've been in this spotlight, like you've been there, like you've been around a team that's been, a family-oriented team, and been together, had togetherness. Like when you get to the NFL, since it's not like that, take you out the equation. Like where do you find the leaders? Like how do you, point those guys out? Besides, the guys like us that been on them type of teams.
Okay, me, just like you said, taking myself out of it. Like the guys you seeing who are doing everything the right way. The guys who know everybody's name in the building. You get what I'm saying right now? Like the guys who take the time to actually understand, like the lunch ladies. Like our head cook in Cleveland right now, only been a couple weeks. He's from Mobile, Alabama. He went to school with Alphonse Taylor, a.k.a. Shank. That's one of Shank's best friends. I didn't even know that. But that just go by just talking to people.
So let me ask you this. Do coaches have to find them? Or that's and I'm asking just from not that I wouldn't
say a coach has to find them, but
I feel like it's a part of it.
I think it has to be a part of you.
I honestly think it's hard to build chemistry because nowadays everybody lives all over the place, even in college. It's hard to build chemistry in college now because everybody living off campus and in their own place. Most of y'all are not seeing most of these guys are not seeing each other until they go to the complex. And you only have so many hours over there before everybody disperses and go back to where they live, and then you don't see them again until that afternoon.
Yeah, that's tough.
The next afternoon. And then you go into pros, it's the same thing. These guys, you see them at practice, then once they leave practice, everybody going back to where they live. It's not like guys, we're going to hang out at. So it's really hard to build chemistry when everybody just living all over the place. We had the luxury of living in a dorm, so we had the opportunity to see each other every single day. So it's easy to build chemistry that way because we were all in one spot. But when you're all over the place, it's hard to build that chemistry, man.
Do you think they could or should bring that back?
Yes.
But I think guys got to ask guys to hang out. If you want to build chemistry, somebody's going to step up and do that. Like me, I used to ask my teammates all the time to come over. I'm finna grill. Y'all come over, cook. Like, let's watch the game and just talk and shoot the breeze. Like, you got to want to do that. Yeah, you got to find a guy who wants guys to hang out with
I'm about to see, that's in you. Like, because we done been around that so long, and you been raised like that. Like, because, like, even now, like, I do, like, a little something at the house. I don't do too much, but I do a little something at the house, and I invite the little players for my kids that's on this team to start building that for him. For them to see, like, hey, this is what it takes to be a leader. Do this little extra stuff to get to know, these going to be your brothers and, make a family with them. And, this is what's going to happen. So I get it from both ends, but it, like Unc said, it is kind of harder now when you get to the NFL level because guys are everywhere. They got families. They got, different stuff to do.
Yeah, and the women ain't going for that.
Yeah, and a lot of and a lot of them look at it like it's a business, man. But it's different, bro. But the teams that are winning, you see those teams together. You see those teams on one page. You see them all of them sound like in the interviews. Yeah, you see them like they doing something together. Like they got chemistry. They got togetherness. They got they hold each other accountable. They're the most disciplined teams in the league. Like it's so much that you can add to it, but it's so little that they got to do with amongst each other as far as the little things.
Yeah.
But it's big at the same time. And I know we got to wrap it up, man. So He go by so
that
fast.
Music up in our ear.
He turned that thing. So we definitely got to get up out of here, man. But we'll be back tomorrow, bro. And we got to wrap it up, man. So I want to thank everybody for joining, man. My co-host.
I don't try to do it now.
I can't. I can't do it.
Do it now. They know me, Angry Mike.
Angry Coach Mike.
Man, we love Mike, man.
Man, we love him.
Favorite, that's all. We just know who's your favorite, that's all.
King of the stage, good.
King of the stage, over here to my left.
All right.
I take that.
Antonio Slickum Langham.
No, just say it out.
1992 championship.
And then Mike, his national championship, and just say his name. That's how they did us.
He gonna downgrade it next week. He played in the 90s or whatever.
You got Super Bowl winner, 2-time national championship, Reggie D. Ragland.
Who's currently still on the 53-man roster.
You forgot something, man. The SEC Defensive Player of the Year, too, man. You got to throw that in there.
I forgot the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. I forgot about it. Then you got me, man.
You got too much dip on your chip now.
Yeah, you done played the music twice, so we got to go, man. It's Smitty for the bumpers off, man. So we'll see y'all, man. Make sure y'all tag us. Y'all listen to all our, tag us on all our platforms. You can find us on Bama Insider, on Facebook, at The Ropes with TR3, Instagram, Spotify. And tomorrow, bro, it's going to be way much conversation. It's going to be a lot of conversation. We're going to have a lot more fun. And we're going to do our thing, man. So see y'all tomorrow, and we'll see and have more fun tomorrow.